a second option for the Charleston Blush because it's such a light color. So here's in a single layer is that you can double layer, okay? When you double layer, it gives it more of a thicker look. It'll actually last you longer. This color and the Giza Sands, they're such light colors. They're pretty thin to give it the look that they're looking for, but my recommendation would be to double layer it, and so I'm going to show you how to double layer. So I take the thinner side, okay, the thinner side, and put it on the nail, almost to cover as much as you can of the nail. So again, up. And you guys can see I'm not very sensitive with the strips. I'm put it up against the strip, against my cuticle. You guys can see it's up against my cuticle. And I'm going to still stretch it just enough and do the middle, okay? Rub it in pretty good. I'm still gonna stretch it just a little bit because I want it to cover most of my nail, but not all of it. You guys can see I'm leaving a little part of it there, okay? I'm still stretching it because I wanna make sure it's got no ridges, okay? So that's the number one. I'm gonna do it to this side as well. And again, it's only for these two light colors. I'm stretching it just enough to cover most of my nail, and then making sure there's no ridges by pulling up a little, okay? So once I've done that, all right, that's layer one, and you can see I'm gonna stretch it just enough so I can break it, and I wanna do the same thing to the side. I wanna stretch it just enough that it hugs the nail, and then I can break it up there too, okay? So now that I've done that, I'm gonna take this second layer, this second part of the strip, which is bigger and wider, and I'm gonna put it right up against the cuticle too. Oh, and actually, you know what? You don't wanna put it all the way against the cuticle, the first layer, just the second layer. Because you wanna give the nail, like the nail polish, a nail to sit onto. So like you can see here, now I'm stretching this second one. And I'm putting it up just against my cuticle now so that it stretches. I mean, it hits against my nail. It's gonna stick to my nail right there. And I'm gonna do it to this side too. You see the nail that's there? Right now there's nail left showing, but I don't want that to be showing, so I'm gonna stretch it. Oops. I'm gonna stretch it just enough that it covers the full nail. Do you see? Covers the full nail. And I'm still pulling up a little because I don't want any ridges. Okay? And so here I'm gonna show you guys the difference in a minute, how pretty that looks. So now I'm pulling it against the nail. Again, I wanna make sure I have nothing left here, okay? All right, so here's option two. I think option two is nicer. It'll last you longer in this color if you double layer. So again, the first layer, not quite up against the cuticle. You're gonna go just a little bit so you have some nail left on all the way around. And then you take the second layer and you do it just like you would do your normal nail up against every nail, every cuticle, all right? And that will cover up your full nail, and you can't even tell that there was a first layer there. As you guys can see, I have some nail that I don't like. There you go. So I'm just pulling off any excess nails polish. Okay, there you go. So now, again, now it's covering all the way up. And obviously you guys I need to fix my cuticles before I do my own nails. But here you go. Here's what it looks like on both. So one layer, two layers. All right, bye.